So, even though I consider my first virtual summit a total flop, I still grew my email list by 1,800 people. So, hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Nilofer Safdar, and today I'm going to talk about how you can host a successful virtual summit. So, here's the thing, what you require, a virtual summit can be life changing. It can grow your client list by thousands, and I experienced this by growing my list by 1,800 people from my first virtual summit. You can inspire those thousands of people to change their lives. You can create passive income for months after the summit is over, and you can position yourself as an expert in your industry. Okay. Now, there are 5 steps to creating a successful virtual summit, and I'm going to talk about all those 5 steps here. Okay. Step number one. In step number one, you clarify your message and stand out in your industry. So, what do I mean by this? What you have to do is you have to select the right audience for your virtual summit, and selecting your right audience for your virtual summit can come from from a lot of different places. And I will be going in depth with each of these 5 steps in my future lives that I will be doing. Okay. So select the right audience for your virtual summit. Then, have full clarity about your virtual summit message and the transformation that it provides. So I have till now done 11 virtual summits, and each one of my virtual summit had a theme to it, and there was a transformation that we provided through the summit. Okay. Now discover exactly how to position your summit to stand out online, and also release the blocks that you have to promoting your summit so that you can attract listeners with ease. And the most important thing is learn what keeps people listening to every interview that you offer. This is step number one, which is clarify your message and stand out in the industry. Now, I am going to, hi Hemlata, good to have you live. And feel free to drop your questions in the comments, and I will get to your questions a little bit in a bit once I have gone through my 5 steps. Okay. Step number two is find, entice, and book speakers. Okay. So here, what you do is you find out who are going to be the best speakers for your summit. Are they going to be influencers? Are they going to be really big names? And here, what you have to keep in mind is answer this question: who should I have speak, and how can I find them? Who should I have speak, and how can I find them? Now, in my upcoming program, the Virtual Summit Intensive, I provide people with done for you speaker request letters that you can adapt for your event. And then, you also have to be able to stand out amongst all the speaker invitations that many speakers receive every month. And also, you have to also get your speaker to promote you, because the success of your virtual summit depends on your speaker promoting you as well. Okay. Step number 3 is, here is where you structure your summit. Here is where you choose a format for your summit, which can be a paid, a free, or an upgrade format. And you have to look at what is the best one to suit your business goals. So again, in one of the other videos that I do, I am going to speak more about this. Now, this is where you have a lot of moving pieces for your summit. So you have to be able to delegate and get support, and you have to know what you can delegate and in what order. Okay. Now, you also have to create your bonus package for your for your virtual summit, so that you can maximize your impact and income, and also create an email schedule that will not overwhelm your audience. Okay. Now, you also have to have all the moving parts of your summit in place, and have the structure in place, create systems to create a massively successful summit. Things like sales page, thank you page, upgrade page, members page, endorsed email, and so on. So these are all the things that you look at in step number 3 when you are creating a virtual summit. And step number 4 is where you maximize your revenue. So even if you are offering a free virtual summit, where are you going to maximize your revenue? You have to look at what is your budget, and also you can run a virtual summit in as little as $197. And then also here is where you create your all access pass, which is going to be the main thing which is going to generate revenue for you. So this is the front end sales which is coming into your virtual summit. You also have the back end sales. That means, are you going to offer speaker packages for sale, and have revenue coming in that way? And also, are you going to launch a program or a course off of the summit? So at the end of the summit, are you going to launch a program or a course? And that is the third way in which you are maximizing your revenue. So these are the three major revenue streams that you will have. So how can you position your speakers to maximize their sales? How become a master of conscious sales, so that you bring in maximum amount of sales. So take advantage of these three major revenue streams in your virtual summit. Now, the last step is master your interview skills. Okay. Now, here is where you master your interview skills, so that you can connect with your speakers and with your audience powerfully and authentically, right? How can your interview be magnetic, and how can you interview your speakers in a way that they bring forth their best content, like they bring forth the content that they provide in their paid programs. Okay. And how do you maintain listener engagement, so that the energy doesn't drop mid summit? And also, you have to decide whether you're going to do this live, whether you're going to do pre-recorded. And if you are doing it live, then there is a different energy to it. If you are doing it pre-recorded, there is a different energy to it. Okay. So these are the 5 steps that you require to run a successful virtual summit. And I will be going in depth with each of these 5 steps in some of the upcoming lives that I will be doing. Okay. Now, how are you doing with your virtual summit? Asked my friend. And this was in the first week of the third virtual summit that I did. And when I looked at the figures, it was $13,744. I was just mind blown. I could not ever have imagined that I would make that much in a month, let alone a year. And that is the power of virtual summits. Now, when I launched my first virtual summit, I didn't make any profit. My second one was moderately profitable, and the third one blew my mind. We made $13,744 in the first week itself and went on to have a net revenue of $52,835. Isn't that amazing? So, I'd like to invite you to join me in my virtual summit intensive. This is a 30-day intensive, and you will get all of my virtual summit strategies in this intensive. You will build a virtual summit that helps you triple your monthly revenue while building your email list for free. So I consider my first summit as a fail, but in spite of that, I built an audience of 1,800 email subscribers. Now, hosting a virtual summit is the fastest way to take your place in the market, inspire thousands, grow your mailing list, and establish your credibility and expertise. So, in the virtual summit intensive, you will get the mindset, the strategies, and the actionable steps to create a profitable virtual summit that you love. You will create a plan that will work whether you're starting from zero email subscribers or tens of thousands. I will hold your hands and help you create your profitable virtual summit from start to finish. And we will work on the following 5 areas that I just spoke about: your message, booking speakers, your virtual summit structure, maximizing your revenue, and creating the magic mojo. Now, even if you think that you can't host a summit that actually makes money, that's not really true. If you just go ahead and do this, and when you use my profitable strategies and templates in your virtual summit, all you have to do is plug play and watch the magic unfold, which is things like 13,744 of cash collected in the first week of promotion, even before the launch of the summit. Now, even if you think that you don't have the interview skills or have an accent or judge yourself in any way, okay, the truth of the matter is that you will always judge yourself every time you do something new. Like, I used to judge myself. I'm Indian. I have a very strong accent. I don't have a native English accent. And, who will be a speaker on my summit? Who will want to listen to me on my summit? And all of that, you know. But I still went ahead and I hosted the virtual summits. And people tell me that my virtual summits were magical. I get speakers who tell me how much being on my summits has created for their business. So, all the speakers who were on my virtual summits, it was a huge contribution to them. I have listeners telling me how much their lives changed after being on my summit. So we just judge ourselves, but if we were to put our judgment aside, we would realize that we are amazing and we do amazing things. Now, I know that hosting a virtual summit can seem like a huge task, from all the tech pieces to the speakers to the interviews, and I totally get it. And that's why I've created this 30-day intensive with daily prompts that allow you to take action every day. And in 30 days, you will have 80% of your work done. Plus, you get all my tools, templates, scripts, and hacks that I have used to run 11 virtual summits with a minimum of 5-figure revenue from each and every virtual summit. Now, one of the big things that overwhelms a lot of people is the moving parts of the summit, the tech pieces. Now, I use Kajabi to run my virtual summits, and you will not only get all my Kajabi templates, that means all you have to do is take my templates, plug it into your system, and all your tech pieces are ready. I will also share with you the contacts of my tech geniuses, and these are the people who support me in my tech pieces. And you can literally just hire them out and they will do all the tech stuff for you. How cool is that? So, if you are ready to create cash in your business while you build your email list, when I started off, I didn't have a business, I didn't have an email list, I didn't have anything to sell, but my virtual summit became a source of revenue for me, right? So, if you're ready to create cash in your business while you build your email list, if you're ready to 3x your monthly revenue, even if you have a tiny or non existent list, if you're ready to book out your services or boost your product sales, then this virtual summit intensive is for you. Now, people always ask me how much is the virtual summit intensive, and that is literally the wrong question. You should be asking what is the value of hosting virtual summits. Now, I've created my whole business off of virtual summits. When I did my first summit, I had no business, no audience, no income. In my first virtual summit itself, I created an audience of 1,800 subscribers. Since then, I have 10x that number. And this is an audience I can tap into again and again. I can share all my free offers with them, I can share all my paid offers with them. And literally, an audience is your main asset in your online business. So is having an audience worth $997 paid in full, where you get a 30-day group intensive, which means fast help and daily prompts to set up your virtual summit. So when you are ready to make that shift, let me know in the comments and I'll give you the link to sign up. We begin on May 1st. Now, the only impossible journey is one you never begin. So let's do this. Thanks for listening to me. Bye.